Hello my lovely Morbid thoughts, welcome back to my channel. It's Morbid Gamer here, back with another video. We're doing another evolution of where we go back and compare all the way back to The Sims 1 to The Sims 4 present day. We're going to be looking at the evolution of all the worlds and how they have differed, how they've evolved, maybe devolved in some cases. It's gonna be a good time. But before we get started, make sure to go ahead and peruse all my other social media platforms. My name is Morbid Gamer on everything. Subscribe if you are not subscribed. Give this video a like. It helps me out, and hit that notification bell so you know when I post my next video. It is all free 99 and doesn't cost you a thing. But on one final note, at the end of this video, we will be ranking because I like ranking here and I like seeing who did it best. So we'll vote from first all the way to sad little last. Who gets last place, we'll see at the end. Stay tuned. Alright, so we are in the game, and quick disclaimer, this I think is missing a world. I don't have the original copy of The Sims 1. It's kind of hard to get your hands on, especially because they don't sell it anymore. It's like, you know, you kind of have to go through other means to find The Sims 1, CDs and all this stuff. But anyways, I am missing, I think, the original world that comes in here. So we're gonna have to like use Google a little bit for this, but we do get, I think, 2 worlds if I'm not mistaken. So already out the gate, I see a neighborhood over here. It's kind of small. I do see some vacant lots as well so that you are able to build. And then some more public and community lots over here, it seems like. Now this map is very 2D. You can't like go and pivot and move the camera around to see all around this world. That's not gonna happen here. This is just stationary 2D. I feel like if you're up to date on this current Sims, this should look very, very familiar. Also really quick, I just want to make a little note out of all the families that live here. So we have the Charming family, the Hick family, I'm dead, the Burb family, the Cat family. I can see why they're called the Cat family. Another note, you can't edit the world either. I mean, you can bulldoze and evict people, or rezone an area, but you can't really edit the world. Now let's go ahead and look at the other worlds that come with the DLC. So this is the downtown world. I forget where this comes from. Oh my god, I just realized it's one big giant square of a lot. Oh my goodness. Like when you first start out with The Sims and you need to build and you just make a really big giant box, that's what that looks like. We got the Land Grab Mall. So a lot of this is just dedicated to community lots so your Sims can come and visit. You do have to control all like the maps using this upper tab level up here. Not gonna lie, I really like the music changes for a lot of these different maps. So here we have the vacation world. I'm sure this world was an add-on from the Sims Vacation DLC for the Sims 1. And this is somewhere that you have to actually go and vacation onto. Your Sims have to like call up on their phone and be like, okay, I want to go on vacation, and this is where they kind of head, and this is where they kind of go and stay at. Our third world is the Studio Town, which came with the Sims 1 Superstar DLC, and same vibe, different music, you know, it's a lot of like community lots you could come to and just explore and just hang out. Mostly it's what it's catered for. You can't really live in these like places, so there is a little bit of a drawback here because a lot of it is not anywhere you can go and have your Sims live at. And last but not least, my favorite town of all, and that is the Magic Town. I used to spend hours here. This is so cute, but same vibe like I said before, except for I think this one is the only one where you can actually move into. I see some vacant like home lots that you can definitely have a family move into and buy and purchase, but we do have a lot of community lots. So this one's a mixture of both, but there you go. There you have it. Pretty standard and straightforward for the Sims 1 2D maps. I mean, we got some families and a lot of community lots when it came to the DLC. Next up, we have The Sims 2, which definitely had like a shift in how the world and everything started to look, especially because we have like a pop-up menu now for different worlds that you can choose to play in. You don't have access to all of them like in The Sims 1 did. For The Sims 2 base game, they definitely gave you a few worlds to play in, but since we're covering all the DLC, there are some extra worlds that that you can go ahead and like play with as well. We won't have the time to really look at them all today. So for the sake of this video, we're just gonna look at Veronaville, just because when I was a teenager, I loved the whole Romeo and Juliet aspect of this world, not gonna lie. So we're just gonna go ahead and head into this one. So this is Veronaville, and as you guys can already tell, there's an improvement in the world because it's no longer just 2D. You're not looking at one stationary map. You can move around. It is completely 3D, which I might say is definitely an evolution and improvement going from Sims 1 to The Sims 2. Some may see it as an upside though, that you now have so many different to choose from. However, they are not connected, which is sometimes a drawback, at least just for me, that you can't play in unison with all the other worlds. You just kind of have to play one at a time, which personally, it's not the biggest deal just because you get so much, but I do like the fact that in The Sims 1, you can kind of play with all the world if you wanted to in the same file. Now, up here in the UI, there are some changes just because with the added DLC, you can now add vacation destinations, you can change the seasons, you can add shopping districts, you can add a downtown world and a university, which will add as like add-ons for your Sims to be able to visit and go to if you call up a taxi and say, hey, I want to go to university. So that's how you get access to those different maps. Now, another thing that I want to point out is the decorations little like tab right here. You can now add decor to your world. You can place down whatever you want. I think this is so cool. It doesn't affect your Sims in game, but the fact that you can just decorate the worlds now with whatever you want to add, I think is so stinking cool. What is this? You want a billboard at the end of this? You can have one if you want it. Ooh. Oh, I remember I used to add flowers all the time. You can have planes flying, which we'll check out in a second. I think this is just really cool and really neat. Oh my god, clouds. Okay, I'm gonna add it all right here so we can like notice once we're done. Wheelwright's head. Oh my god, that's not creepy at all. I love it. Ooh, you want an alien crash site next to Wheelwright's head? Go for it. All right, so we've added all these new things. It's so cool. I love it. That doesn't make any sense, but I added ocean waves to the lake. I don't know. I think it's really, really awesome and cool. You do have the day and night toggle tool now. There's just a lot more going on. Here we can check out some of the families too and how they look in the world map view. We got the caps, the Capulets, Summer Dreams. Oh my god, I remember they all looked very interesting. I thought that was so weird as a kid. The Montagues or the Montes, whatever. Call me a sucker, but I really like playing with the Romeo and Juliet world. I don't know, that was just me. Really quick, I'm not gonna add all of the other DLC like districts and destination stuff. I'm just gonna go ahead and add a vacation destination because I want to see those. And there's so many more you can choose from, which I didn't even realize. Now that I think about it, what about shopping districts? Is there only one? Choose a terrain type. So now you have even more customization, which is so cool. I didn't know this because I was really young when I was playing The Sims 2. So this is like next level stuff. This is so cool. Definitely a step up from The Sims 1. You can add a downtown and again, choose, I guess, a terrain type to customize the downtown space. Oh, so cool. And then for The Sims University, you do get the option of like of 3, or you can add all 3 of them. Whoa. Back in the day, my computer definitely could not handle that, but now, and the custom worlds. So I'm just gonna add a vacation world. I think that would be really cool to see. Ooh, I'm just gonna add all of them. F it, let's do it. Okay, I think what the Capulets need maybe is to get away from all the shenanigans and all like the worries of his daughter dating a Montague. I think we need to arrange a vacation. I know they got the money for it. So we're gonna stay 3 days, 2 nights. We're leaving now, ASAP. So we get to choose from 3 different ones. And I'm not gonna lie, Twiki Island looks really cool. All right, we're on our way. I'm excited to see this world. Oh, welcome to our hotel. I'm gonna let them relax, but now that I have access to this world, I do wish to check it out. Seems like you can't really access the rest of the world, which I think would make a lot of sense. All right, so that was The Sims 2. So many more add-ons. I mean, the evolution just going from Sims 1 to Sims 2 is crazy. So up next, we have The Sims 3. For The Sims 3, we're at the beginning startup menu, just because this is where you get to choose all of the worlds, or at least one world that you're gonna play at a time, because you gotta click on a new game. You have a selection of different worlds you can choose to play in. You definitely don't have access to all of them all at once like it's Sims 1. It is definitely reminiscent to The Sims 2, where you play in just one world. And I just want to point out the fact that the Sims 3 store, you can then go ahead and buy worlds using Sim points. For the sake of this video, we're gonna go ahead and look at Starlight Shores. For The Sims 3, or definitely in the same range of 3D, like for this world and map views. Swivel, you can swivel around and check this out from all points of views. Another neat thing about the worlds is that you can edit them. You can go ahead and hit the world editor and add some new lots if you wanted to, wherever they fit. It's currently red, but let me see if I can find one. Maybe one not so big, but if I wanted to, I could place a house right there. A lot, I mean. Oh, in world editor mode, you can definitely zoom in. Okay, I like that. It makes sense. You can put down trees again, just like in The Sims 2. Trees and big old rocks. You want an obelisk? You can have an obelisk if you want. We can have, what is this? Is that a wheel? Sure. An abandoned car next to it? Why not? What is this? Whoa. And a spotlight just to say, hey, people, there's something here. Look at all these gems that I'm placing down. You get the point, you get the point. You can edit homes from here for sure as well. Not only that, but you can move in Sims that you've created or are created. You can add homes that are pre-built. You can place a copy of it on a lot that it suits. That's what we're doing now. Voila. Now we got a new house. All right, that's another house. You can also add community lots if that's what you choose to do. Point is, you can do a lot. And let me just add to another point is that we're getting a lot more things. This world's pretty big. This world is huge and it has so many lots, so many community lots, so many potential for more homes. Not only that, it has a lot of home lots, a lot of Sim stationed out in these houses. So many new stories to tell. This is the first time we see in the Sims game that it is an open world within this one world. So if you have a Sim, they can go anywhere you want them on the map, so long as it's available. Obviously, they can't come out all the way over here, but your Sims can access the majority of this map at all times. Because of all the other DLC that has come out, you can access other worlds as well in the same ways that we did in The Sims 2. You gotta call up a phone and then you can access those worlds. But I think maybe I can go ahead and check these out through here. Let's check out France. I wanna check out France. Just really quick. Let's peruse for a second. Oh, so within this world, you have another world. This world is huge. It is humongous. Chateau de Langrab. Oh my God, this is iconic. I miss a lot of the old Sims games. Why do they feel more iconic? They just are. Where's the Eiffel Tower though? Asking for a friend. Oh, I'm sure this is like the countryside of France, which I guess is cool and all, but yeah, you definitely have to have a Sim, like access this by traveling there and calling up a phone, but you get worlds within the same world that you can travel to. So that was a look at The Sims 3. So here we are in The Sims 4, our final generation that we're going to be looking at. So here out the gate, when you start a new game, you don't go automatically to choose a world to go play in like we have in the last 2 generations. You are automatically met with create a Sim. So let's just say, for the sake of this video, this is a Sim we want to play with. And we're just going to randomize everything and voila, we got our Sim. the process is already a little bit different. I have all the DLC, so here is the seasons pack coming into play. You definitely have to pick a season to start off in, and you now get access to a lot of different worlds all in one save file. It's not like the last 2 generations where you had a whole list where you got to choose one world, and that one world is the world that you're gonna stick in. For The Sims 4, they went a different route. It is definitely like a 2D overview of all the worlds you can live in. Each little bubble icon represents one world with like a moving little like image on it. Here we have 16 residential worlds, and that's not including the vacation worlds. I'm gonna go ahead and move my sim into the most recent world, which is Mount Komoreby. This map is now 2D. We are no longer looking at 3D maps like we were in the past 2 generations as well. So we kind of seeing a de-evolution here. We're going back all the way to The Sims 1 and the start of the Sims franchise. It's very reminiscent of The Sims 1. I also want to add really quick that the Sims 4 world map overview didn't always look like this when it started out. Just wanted to point that out. It was very much a stagnant white world. Once you hovered over a lot, then you would see some color, but that was pretty much it. But we've come a long way. Each world has the stagnant little art backdrop. Once you click on an actual and go into a lot, then you're exposed to the rest of that little area that you're in, because each one is based in a neighborhood. So for the sake of this video, we know that it is a 2D map, no 3D involved. You can't look around and scroll around and pan around. So let's move the sim in somewhere so we can better look at the neighborhoods. So here is an example. I can now come in here and see in 3D where it is that my sim is staying. When I zoom out, now the world is more 3D. You can access certain parts, but not really. Most of this is just for show. You can't travel all the way out here. This works the same way if you're going to a community lot or a vacation world lot. You know, it's just the same 2D map. Once you get into a particular zone, then you can maybe explore a little bit more of the world. But it's not open like it was in The Sims 3, not at all. However, you do have access to the other worlds, like I've mentioned. Hitting M on our key, we can choose to go to a different neighborhood if we want to. We can choose to go to a different world if we want to. So we do have access to everything else. They're all in unison in one save file, which, I'm not gonna lie, is something that I actually appreciate. And I enjoy that fact. And I enjoy that aspect of The Sims 4, that you can travel and have all the worlds connected, and you just bounce around if you want to. So here's another world. FYI, I do have a map mod where it changes the background, so that's probably why it might look a little different. Just wanted to point that out really quick. But there you go, there you have it. That is The Sims world's look and overview. We definitely get less lots. You can't customize lots. You can't edit lots like that. You can edit individual lots, but not as a whole. You can't place down more, take away some. You can't add like trees like we were doing. It's not how that works in The Sims 4. All right, so we looked at all the worlds starting from The Sims 1 all the way to The Sims 4. And now it is time to rank them all. All right, drum roll please for last place. For me, there are 2 very distinct generations that kind of are at the bottom for me. And I feel like it's not gonna be a surprise for a lot of people. But for me, that's Sims 1 and Sims 4. But one, in my opinion, is better than the other one. So in last place, we're gonna have to give it to the Sims 1. Sims 1 just comes in last place in a lot of my videos, not gonna lie. But because of the time, I mean, I actually really think the Sims 1 holds up really well with The Sims 4. It's just that it's older. A lot of the lots are outdated. You don't get as many worlds. But like, let it be clear that I don't think The Sims 1 lost by a lot to The Sims 4. And I don't know, take that as you will. It might be a little sad to some, but hey. So that means that in third place came The Sims 4. I think The Sims 4 to me just won a little bit more just because we do get access to a lot of the other worlds. You can jump around, you get more worlds and more lots than I think in The Sims 1 for sure. So that's pretty much it, but they're both really like reminiscent of each other. I think they're really tied for me. So in second place, again, we have another tie, Sims 2 and Sims 3. I think both of them are very much similar to each other. So it's really hard for me to choose a second and first place for the last two generations, which is Sims 2 and 3. But for me, and the sake of this video, for second place, I'm gonna have to give it to The Sims 2. I think it's really cool that there are so many different worlds that you can choose to live in, one, and then have add-ons. If you have the DLC, you can add on different like community type worlds that you can then visit, like the downtown areas and university that you can go to, and you can edit the worlds, which I think is really cool and unique. And in first place, I'm just gonna have to give it to The Sims 3. For me, myself, and I just think it's just done the best, especially because of the open world aspect of it. I do want to make a note that The Sims 3 probably didn't run that well back in its day. It runs really well for me now that things have advanced a lot more, but the fact that you can just get these really big worlds, you can edit them, move around, you get access to everything. You can't jump around between all the external like different worlds when you first start off in the Sims 3 game. Like you gotta choose one, so you can't go and bounce around to all the ones, but within that world, if you have the DLC, you can go to other ones like you saw, and we went to France. So that's really, really cool. Also, let it be clear that I don't think The Sims 3 won by too much for The Sims 2. So these are really close together for me. I think they were practically almost tied between these two different generations, The Sims 1 and The Sims 4 and The Sims 2 and The Sims 3. But someone has to be a clear winner for me. So let me know down below what you guys think. Who for you came in last, third, second, and first for you? I would love to hear it. It might be different, it might be the same. That's all I have for this video, and I will see you all in my next one. So bye for now.